Hey guys, do you get interrupted in meetings like I do? I think I've got a fix for you. Much better. Let's dive into this fix on the next Mix of Tech. Hi guys, welcome to a Mix of Tech, where I review technology for the consumer to prosumer, and I give my take on the things I see. 2020 was a difficult year to get any meetings done without the background noise behind me. I looked everywhere and went through different mic options to try to find a pattern that would take away the background noise. What I came to find out is there wasn't anything that would isolate the background noise. All my mics would pick up the audio. It wasn't until I searched on Google and found this great technology called Krisp.ai. Krisp.ai enables you to eliminate the background noise by taking out an extract layer of that noise from the AI technologies that it has. Krisp works on PCs and Macs and will enable your meetings to be successful by eliminating the background noise behind you. Let's dive into what Krisp can do for you. So I'm really excited to jump into Krisp and show you what it can do. I won't bore you with the app installation because it's pretty straightforward. Follow the installation guide, you'll be able to install it. Just keep in mind that you need to have Windows 10 or macOS 10.13 or higher. In this case, I'm using my Mac Mini M1 with macOS Big Sur. As an IT professional, I want to set this disclaimer out there. I'm installing this on my personal device, but if you want to install this on your corporate device, please make sure to check with your software policies. If you got an IT guy or if you got a desk side support team or a service desk, just make sure it's within the policies before you install this. All right, so now I've installed this. I'm going to go up to the top and just look at my quick capabilities with the Krisp app. So it's pretty straightforward and basic. There's nothing significant to this outside of really what you need, and that's the microphone and the speaker. In this case, I'm actually using GarageBand to record this, and so you see that I'm actually using HD. Now this is without the noise removal. So if we look at this, I'm actually going to change it from not having any noise removal to noise removal. What's really interesting is you probably didn't hear the background noise because I was clapping. Now I'm going to take it off and actually clap again. And you can hear it. It's amazing what it does. So the other great benefit about this app is the speaker. So if you're in a situation and you're in a meeting where there's someone that's got background noise, whether it be kids, dogs, or there's construction like myself, you can actually take that out by clicking this. Now, there's a few other features, pretty straightforward. There's not much to this, but it's really great because it makes it simple to use. And from a preference perspective, you can actually go in here and go into the advanced tab. There has been a lot to advance, and this is something that is fairly new. What I've kept my settings at, I've generally kept it at auto. You could leave this at best voice quality if you feel like you want to do that, but just keep in mind that that may take a performance hit. So I leave it at auto, and that's done me well. In my room, I've got some reverb, so I have used echo cancellation here and there. Just keep in mind, there can be some negative results to this, and I've really just kind of left it off as of late. So really basic preferences, nothing crazy, but it's very helpful to have that. Now I'm going to take the remove noise off just so I can get back to my normal audio levels. So we're going to take it off real quick. All right, change a little bit. You might hear some differences there. All right, so we're going to look at the report a problem. So this is great. Not all software is bug free, but I will say this has been pretty straightforward with very minimal defects from my standpoint. And I've been using Krisp for about 7 months now at this point. And I really, have not used this report a problem, but it's great to have that in front of you. So you can just give a description on what the issue is, include system information for debugging so that they can leverage that to troubleshoot what your issues are. All right. And then we'll go back to looking at some of the other remaining options. The other thing is you can contact support. Simple, goes to the help.krisp.ai website, submit a request, and they'll get back to you on this. And the last one, which I think is helpful for most that are just getting into this, is to set up Krisp. They've got a ton of apps with videos. So in my case, I use WebEx on a daily basis. And if you want to go through it, you can get the Krisp video. Helps you set everything up, and it's really straightforward. Okay. So now that we've looked at the app, let's talk about what it costs and how you can go about using it. So first thing to note is that you're not going to be able to go to this website if you don't follow the right URL, and it's Krisp.ai. And so just keep that in mind, Krisp.ai, and this will get you to the website. Now, if you Google Krisp, you'll find it as well, but just keep that in mind. It's not a .co or .com, it's Krisp.ai. All right, so if we look at the plans, we want to start generally with a free. So I highly recommend this product to you, but I want you to try it first. So try out the free trial, make sure it fits your purposes. And if you're interested in jumping into Pro, I've got a link in the description below, which will give you a free month of Pro. It also helps me out a little bit, but it'll give you an opportunity to take it to the next level and see if it's a good fit for you. Now, in this case, I've got this with the build monthly, so you can see the prices based upon monthly. If you change yearly, it gets a little bit cheaper. But in the use case I just gave you, where I'm going to give you a free month, give it a try, and you only pay $8 after that. Okay. All right. So let's look at the differences between free and pro. So free is going to be good to do the trial. So you get up to 120 minutes a week, which, if you're speaking a lot like I am on meetings, that may not be enough, but I will say it's a good, start to figure out if this product is worth it for you. So it's not just the 120 minutes for the mute microphone, but it's also for the speaker. And that's when you have this enabled. So it's not by using the app, but when you remove the noise, that will actually count against you for 120 minutes. And since I have Pro, you won't see that. But on the free version, you'll see how many minutes are left, and it'll actually have a ticker of how much time you're remaining for that week. And this has support for 800,000 communication apps. I mean, I'm using GarageBand as an example. You can use all kinds of other devices. I've yet to see that there's been an issue with any input. So Zoom works well, Teams works well, WebEx works great as well. Okay. Now, when you're like me and you find that this product has provided you a lot of value, then you're going to jump into the Pro. And what does a Pro get you? Well, it gives you unlimited both mute microphone and speaker, so that you can utilize this on a daily basis like I do. And I do use this daily. And this, again, supports you at all those other applications. So really the big change here is that you're able to use it for unlimited minutes. Now, there are other options out here. I have not jumped into these options, but I'll just kind of go through the highlights of these. If you're in a smaller company or you have a team size of 50 people, Teams is probably a good fit. The reason for it is because it's centrally managed and you can deploy it. So this does offer you, for an IT organization, a way to be able to control who has these accounts. It looks like they're going to have single sign-on as well, which will be a great option for you. And then there's priority support, so you get better support than what I might get just by the Pro. And then enterprise, I do think this is really good for a lot of enterprises. I think right now with the work from home being kind of the new norm, this is a product that will help productivity, because you're not going to be distracted by the meetings that either someone's got their dog barking or someone's in the back yelling or anything that's going to really impede the success of the objective of that meeting. This is going to make it seem like you're almost there, even though you're not. It's going to improve the audio. I think, one of the most important parts about a virtual meeting is the audio. And that's something that people aren't taking seriously enough. And I hate to see that. Video is pretty easy. People can see what's there. But what makes a difference is the audio. And so when you have really good audio like I'm getting right now, and this is without the noise reduction, but if I add the noise reduction, it adds an extra layer, especially when I have things going on in my house. It's just huge. Krisp has been one of my favorite tool sets from working from home, and I'm glad that I was able to share it with you all. If you have any questions on this, make sure to comment below and I'll do my best to answer it. And if you've liked this video, make sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to this channel.